Startling twist in the battle by drug companies to block imports of lower-cost prescription drugs from Canada. A senior executive of Pfizer, the world's largest drug manufacturer, switched sides. He urged the government to allow the imports. He said the drug companies are fighting those imports only to protect their profits. Here's ABC's Lisa Stark.
At a packed news conference on Capitol Hill, Peter Rost, a vice president with Pfizer, joined members of Congress to insist that drug companies are not telling the truth when they say buying prescription drugs from Canada is unsafe.
Every day we delay, Americans die because they can't afford life-saving drugs.
Rost's employer, Pfizer, has been aggressively fighting Canadian imports, arguing consumers may be buying dangerous or counterfeit drugs. In a letter to lawmakers, Pfizer said Rost has no qualifications to speak on importation. An estimated 2 million Americans ordered the cheaper drugs from Canada.
The U.S. government says that is illegal. The Food and Drug Administration insists it cannot guarantee the safety of these imported drugs.
Even so, at least a dozen states, counties, and cities desperate to cut health care costs are allowing or thinking of allowing employees to buy drugs from Canada. The very Maryland county where the FDA has its headquarters this week joined the bandwagon. County officials don't believe the drugs are unsafe.
I'm still looking for all the dead Americans, haven't been able to find them, and I think it's an insult to our friends north of the border.
The drug industry insists that buying online can be dangerous.
In fact, some of the problems have been from, in fact, websites that advertise themselves as Canadian websites. So they're hiding behind the make-believe, and in fact, they're not necessarily coming from Canada.
Supporters argue they are steering consumers to internet sites they know to be safe. But opponents insist there is no way to tell for certain where the drugs are coming from or what's in them. Lisa Stark, ABC News, Washington.